I'm live. It's alive. Well, it would be if I knew. I can see what I'm streaming. I just can't get at it. There we go. Have a look up there, down there. Absolutely brilliant. Hello, Dangly Bob here, and we're back in Kerbal Space Program. And too many things to look at. We are going to go back into our established game, because this morning I had a problem with well, I'll show you. I had a problem with a probe. I'm trying to send a probe to Eeloo, and the problem was when I went to eject the probe, it all blew up. The mighty Kraken struck with a, what am I looking for? Eavesat autosave ship, that's the one. The mighty Kraken struck with a awesome fierceness. That's good. And the problem was, you see this here. Well, this plate has about 3 plates all embedded in it for some reason. And when I went to eject all this, it just went bang, and bits, engines and things went everywhere. So we're going to take this apart. I'm going to delete that fairing. And I'd love to bring this sub, got it in here as a sub-assembly. The only problem is that when it came in, it wouldn't attach. So we've got another engine plate here, and it's the only way I can get these bits in and build it up from scratch. However, I'm wondering, now it's here, if I take bits off, come out, there we go, open these up, can I grab, what I want to do is grab all that. See, that didn't grab it all. And I want to sort of grab that, because I think that's one bit. And let's get rid of that. But I've got 2 or 3 different engine plates here. And I'm thinking, if I can get rid of that, just make it one. So that's got rid of the flickering. Wonder if I can give this a bit of a change. Got way too much DV there for even get Eeloo. But this is based on an Eve satellite delivery system, or an Eve probe delivery system, which is why it's got so much DV. But I think after resetting that on there, I'm just wondering if I can, that looks a lot better. It's a pity when you click on something it just doesn't give you a list of the bits that's attached to it. That would be really useful, modders out there. It's probably a bit late to be, actually I want to take that off of there, because what I'm going to do is put that in there and then bring that in and attach it in there. Now, no, because that didn't attach. What are you attaching to? Why is that engine plate causing problems? I want to attach it to the top of the engine plate, not halfway down. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I need to take it completely apart. In fact, let's get rid of the... Do I need the engine plate? Can I attach that? Yeah. Can I just attach that to that? Can I... I'm going to have to rebuild it from scratch again. The only attachment point we've got here seems to be the bottom of that. Do I need to build something so all these come up to a common point? I can do that with a rigging plate. Let's come back into here, come back into structure, come down to just want a plate. Let's do it on a square. Can I? What if he says what other parts have I got here? Got loads of bigger parts. Nope. I want to attach that to that really simply. Will that attach? No, that just wants to. Want to radial. What's that? A medium and a mini. Ooh. Radial stack adapter. Well, that gives me another idea of what to do with this, because I could put, where's that radial stack adapter, like that, a mini one. If I put that there, or if I put it onto something, and then linked it up to docking port junior, rotate that way. See, that joins in there quite nicely. And now I could let's get that out of the way for the minute, because that's going to go inside of here. But I want to get that down to just attach it on top of there. That's fine for the minute. Close the doors. Actually, you don't need both of these radio panels, so let's get rid of one and attach it. Oh, come on. To that. I want to snap it. Don't know why the snap disappeared. I expect because it's all offset now. Offsetted. Then another docking port in the middle on this side, like that. In fact, we can make it down at the bottom. And then when I pull this off, open. When I pull this off and stick it over there, let's pull that off, put it over there, bring this back. Where's that joined to? Nope. Come on, I want it to. Oh, come on. Don't snap to that. Snap to that. Right, just stick that up there a moment. Zoom out. Bring that bit over there. I want to make this. Why is that not in the middle now? Go. There we go. Take. No. Take that. I think I need to go and have a look what's happening in the kitchen. Be right back. Interesting to see what you turn that into. Have you got that spare pastry left? You could roll it out to a strip and make a side for that bit you've cooked there. Right, so I can take that bit off, and I'm going to put a structural bit in Opto girder, some of these bigger bits here, something like that. Oh crikey, that's big. Well, that's all right, except it's not attached to where I want to attach it to. Don't want to put it in the middle. All right, let's just hold that bit there a minute. I'm going to take the little one, cubic family stroke. Put that in there. Bring a little one out. Rotate it round. Need a node. Let's do this. Let's do this idiot-proof wise. Put a node on top of that. Actually, take that out. Ditch that. I can put the node straight onto there. Now I can take that and attach that to a node. Go on, snap there. And let's bring it out a little bit more, or put another node. Put another node on here, like that. Now we can bring the big one in, attach that, get that out the way over there. This can go on the top, like that. That work? Yeah, that's a solid entity. Get rid of that. What about, will it snap to the middle? It won't snap to the middle, but yeah, that's close enough. Except it's around the wrong way. Why? There we go. So, except it's not snapping to that point there. Or what I can do. Do I want that big? Do I want that big? Do I want that big girder? Put a node on the top. Now we can just snap that to that. In fact, I don't even need that bit. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Turn it round. No, turn it round. Snap it. Oh, go on, snap to that. Move that way. Now, can I get this? Rotate around. Oh, I wish I'd close the doors. Come on. Just attach to that. This shouldn't be this difficult. Can I reroute that? There. Right. I think because I've snapped it to that. Look at that. It doesn't need to be that big. Let's take that off of there. Take that off of there. Where's that little, one of these little girders up here? Put that. Attach that to that. Attach that to that. And move. Can I move it? Could I move it out? We put another node in just to space. I just want to space it out to make it central. Oh, what a pig's ear of a workaround this is. There's still no guarantee it's going to work. I want a little space. Where's that little square? Like that. So rotate that around. Snap it onto there. That. Snap onto there. That looks sort of central to me. So let's take this engine plate, turn it around, snap that on the bottom. Look at that. I could almost build the same thing out this way, but I'm not going to. What I will do is strut the buggery out of it. And I want to put that in there. Except I want to rotate it around so nothing is in. No, not that way. I think that's the way I originally packed it. As you can see, I've got everything and anything in there. The only thing I've got missing is a materials bay. And I must admit, I did think, do I need a materials bay? This engine plate is still. No, it's that. That isn't. There we go. I don't want it all. And even that isn't. Yeah, that's better. I don't mind how they sort of collide with each other, but right, let's put the legs on. Let's put the legs in there. A little up a bit. Oh, come on. Just attach to the right bit, like that. Oh. I won't do it like that. Close the doors. There we go. Don't like the way the doors collide with that, but you know, they're attached. In fact, I don't remember when I originally built this, whether that was right or not. Right, so that's my probe, that's my release system. Hopefully only got one of those there now, but it doesn't matter because it's not attached to anything else and it's not going to release. There's my. Are they upside down? They are. Oh, you idiot. Zoom out a minute. Have I left a bit out somewhere? Have I deleted the wrong bit? Because that was the plate that was upside down. And now I've put it the right way up. Well, that's fine. We can get rid of that because we don't need those anymore. I'm not going to check the engines, but what I am going to do is put these engines on the right way up. Whatever the right way up is, let's just get rid of them because when I pull the Xenon drives out of here and put 4, I want to attach them to that, like that. So that should be fine. Does that look all good? I think so. Build the fairing around that little lot. Made it a little bit fatter maybe than I need to, just to get around this bit. And that's it. All tickety-boo. Right, so I've sorted out this staging. Those engines up there release when... No, I haven't sorted out the staging at all, have I? Let's go for that. Let's put those engines in up here. Put that down there. So first ones go are those, and then those, and then that fires at the same time. In fact, I'm going to put them on a separate stage because I'm not keen on things firing at the same time that things are releasing. Got 13 DV. And actually, if you watched my stream this morning, which I think went out on Twitch rather than, but I'll put it up on YouTube later when I get a chance to edit it. You see that my transfer window was Well, how I worked it out. Well, actually, I used mechjeb to work it out. Mechjeb made a right mess of it. So we're going to try mechjeb again, actually. So 5 engines down there. That releases, and that looks good. In fact, once we open this up, this is not 1300. You'll see I've got Kerbal 1300 here. 4000 to get me out, but for us to wait off of Kerbal, it looks good. Right. Let's save that. See, I could. I don't want to. Quite happy releasing it with a docking port. It's a lot more gentle. And actually, by then, I'll be leaving a lot of fuel out here. But if I leave it in orbit, particularly a low orbit, when it comes to doing a manned mission to Eeloo, I've got some contingency. In fact, I could even put, while we're here, let's put that compact, ditch that up there. I am deliberately going to put a docking node in here. Since I've got the space, connectors, I can put a big one or a little one. Let's have a junior docking node, and let's put that. Can I get it in there? Just want, take that down to 1. Put that on there. And I'd love to get rid of that. So if I did that, and we put, what's the smallest stack separator? It's a T06 stack separator. Looks big, like that. Or I'll just do it like that. But that looks huge as well. Does that? I could put that on there and then put the girder on the top. So let's do that. Let's put that there, take that off, put that on there. Oh, is that on there? No, it's not. It's missed. Come on. Do I need it? I don't think I need it actually. I'll just put this node on top. Rotate. No, rotate. That's it. So what happens if I put that there? And we moved that out to the edge. Is that on a release now? Don't actually need that girder there, so let's get rid of it. Oh. Go here. I don't want that strut. But I can't grab that strut on its own, because that's its parent. So, or rather, that is obviously a parent to that. Sorry, a child. Something like that. But that will strut. Nearly forgot to strut it all. Let's go full struts. Should be fine. We'll strut it in there. Doesn't want to strut it in there. Oh, come on, strut. I've lost the strut now. Let's try again. Strut. this engine plate down to here. Go for the outside. Oh, okay, it's done 3. Not that one, but 3. 3 can be enough? Soon find out. I'm looking at this. Why didn't I just do it up through there? But I know why, because I couldn't get it to fit onto here like that. But now I've got it fit onto there. I'm not going to mess around with it. But that would have been the most simple way of doing it. There we go. Right. Strutted. Struts. Done all that. Why are those releasing together now? Ah, right, okay, that's for that one, that's for that one, that's for that one. I want to put that up to there. Staging, check. Right, let's go save. And I don't really want to save now. Too late now. Launch. So we're going to use mechjeb, get us into orbit without too much stress. If you're wanting to watch a video on launching, then there are much better videos out there than this. But get rid of the aircraft. I don't know why that aircraft autopilot still keeps coming up. But go T, Z, launch. So the thrust weight ratio just over the 1. A nice sedate launch here. Oh, why are you turning? What are you doing? I've got autopilot on. Is that because you are slightly, can't see behind here, but because your weight is slightly off? Could be, but you should be able to cope with that. That might cause me problems when I get down to the nuclear engine, though. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Okay, coming up to ditching the first stage. There goes the first stage. Well, the first boost is the first stage. Depends on what you think of as a stage Oh. We are going to get run an analysis. Why won't it run the analysis? Oh, because it's stowed. I don't want to get rid of it. Don't want to get rid of that. I don't know if we're going to get any heating, mind you, because I'm running very, very slow. So, well, I don't mind. I mean, if we transmit it, we're not going to get the full 14 points anyway, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, we are getting some heating effect now. But I'm halfway through that last stage of atmosphere. Just cracked over 1,000 meters per second relative to the ground, up to 30. Apoapsis is up at 50. We're aiming for 100 click orbital altitude. Getting some quite serious heating effects now. No temperature gauges though. Just passing 90 clicks on the apoapsis, and that is us slowing down. We're 2 minutes away, 3 minutes away virtually from the apoapsis, so we'll don't know quite why it's done time warp just here, but it should do in a minute is chuck in there it is, a node. and that's looking good because we'll get rid of these last just before we get to the circularization. So these will drop down and burn up in orbit. We'll just be left with the majority of this stage here. And while we're doing that, I'm going to boot up Kerbal Alarm Clock and find a transfer window for Eeloo, which is a year away. So we're going to be in orbit for a year before the transfer window comes up. So we probably just missed one. In fact, if I look at that, that will automatically stage. But if I look out here, that's Eeloo. We'll set that as a target. Now, if I want to eyeball it, Eeloo's going to be 101 degrees, I think. That doesn't look far off of it, but obviously Kerbal Alarm Clock thinks it's just outside. So there we are. We are now in orbit. Let's get rid of that. Not because I need the solar panels, because we're not using solar panels, we're using I was going to clip that. Oh no. Oh, look at that. It's almost as if I designed that. Put SAS on and go prograde. So I don't need to discard that necessarily. I just like to see what's surviving under here. Well, a camera at the top half as well, particularly the aerial. But yeah, look at that. Oh no, is it just clipping? It's just clipping. Right, must watch that when we disconnect. Oh. I don't want to wreck this aerial because it's the only one I've got. That might cause us a problem. But we won't know till we get there, unless I did a disconnect now. But I've got no RCS to get back on again. So I'm just going to have to trust. Right. First thing, actually, before we go too far, what I'm going to do is move the maneuver planner and do a fast transfer to the other planet. And I've loaded the target, got the latest DV, and we'll go create node. We'll go reset. Why have you not done that? Yeah, reset. Lowest DV. Now it's saying that we could depart in 2 days with a transit duration of 2 years. Yet Kerbal Alarm Clock thinks we need to go for another orbit of Eeloo around the Sun. I'm going to do a quick save there, and we're going to go for a create and execute there. Well, let's go create node. Yeah, this is the thing I was getting this morning. This the injection optimization failed. Try manual selection. So yeah, we could just go straight in there. Let's go for 30, 30, 52. So if I go that. Go on, click in there. Create node. It's just on the outside, so departure in any time now. Well, I'll tell you what we did that. Departure in any time now. Create node. No, still injection optimization failed. Right. We will cancel that. In fact, did it cancel? I don't want to remove all nodes. Yeah, get rid of all that. Fine. Ooh, I'll select a planet. I thought I had. Set as target. There we go. Right, close that down. No nodes selected. Not worried about being up here for a year. I could do a load of other stuff, but I'm not going to. We are, this is set. Going to go back to, should we do it from here, go to the tracking station. We'll fast forward time for a year. And wait for this alarm clock to pop up. So, fast forward 1 year. It's going to take a little while to do. 425, that answers that question. How many days in a Kerbal year is 425? I thought it was less than an Earth year, but I'm obviously wrong. And how am I thinking, that all my calculations have been based around 280 something, but not 365, but it's not, it's 425. I will try and store that little bit of nugget of information in my information nugget keeper. So this is going to take a little while to do, but we're halfway down. I might have to go and answer the telephone as well. Is that the answer phone? Hold on a minute. Pick up the phone. Talk to your grandma. Last 20 days. One minute, and there we are. Right, that should all stop. Slows down. We go delete, close alarm, come down to Eve Sat 1 debris. Where's all this debris? Oh, I've got two Eves here, Sat 1s. Where's that one? Ah. Yeah, that's the one I was playing this morning. Let's have a quick look at the state of that one. This is the one I think that sort of blew up. So there's no probe. Probe? There's no probe here. Well, no, that one's in orbit. But this is the one with a slightly, I don't know quite why it's still here, because it blew up. Don't tell me I've got two probes here. So, because we can, yeah, this is not the one I've just launched. This is the one I had problems with this morning. Oh, no, and you can see I can demonstrate what happens with this. In case you missed it this morning, we can go here. I can ditch all these, and I'll show you. Let's ditch. In fact, I'm going to go. Let's go retrograde. Let's deorbit this whole thing because it doesn't work. I tried it several times this morning, and it just explodes. And you can see. Well, deorbit. So I don't have to worry about a lot of debris. Well, I've already got a lot of debris. Eve satellite debris. Right, that's deorbited. But while it's deorbiting, aim the camera at that, turn it round. Right, now I've taken the force on these right down to a minimum. But as you can see, if I decouple the Kraken attacks, and I can't, let's just deorbit everything. Because it's, well, let's go here. You can see, well, yeah, showed. See, there's one set of legs there. Here's another set of legs here, and it all, for some reason, when I built it, it just had lots of different legs. Don't think it's. Don't know why it's not. Let's go. Whoop, there we go. But all this is all going to disappear and blow up. So let's go back to the other EVSAT, which is that one, and we'll switch to that one. Anyway, that's what happened. Regardless of whether if I tried to decouple all of those at the same time through the staging process, it went off with a more spectacular bang. But by decoupling just that one, you can see the problem we had. So now, maneuver planner. Just make sure I've still got Eeloo as a target. I have. So maneuver planner, pork chop selection, lowest DV, create node, computation not finished. Advanced transfer to another planet. Yes. Pork chop selection. Yes. Here we go. Lowest DV. Departure. See, this wants to depart in another year. That's ridiculous again. What am I doing wrong? Somebody watching this, send me a message and let me know. Because I'm just going to put that in as ASAP, in a time now. Create node and execute next node. Come around to the point we need to be at. As you can see, it's a 3000 DV burn, which is going to get us most of the way on that main engine. And if I go focus, at the moment, you see, I have got an encounter. We can tweak it once they've finished doing the burn. And I'm going to go to utilities here and toggle auto stage. Actually, just auto stage the once. We'll come back in here. That was a 10-minute burn. Oh. So we are going to have a few errors with this, but I am going to time warp it, but I'm also going to watch this. Make sure we don't get any problems. In fact, when we're down to within a couple of minutes of this, I'm going to stop the time warp. Oh no, well I wasn't, but there we go. Okay, now we can burn that engine again. That's why I only made it auto stage the once. But that's our nuclear engine now, and that's given us the rest of the burn time of 8 minutes. So again, 4 times, which still means it's a 2-minute burn, but makes it more enjoyable to watch. Everything up here looks reasonably stable. But the node's looking good. So you can see we're burning out nearly there. This is where it sort of messed up a little last time. And I did think, well, okay, what I need to do is use, I don't know, because this is what the nuclear engine's for. I've got it on 100%, haven't I? Yes. If I close that down now, close Kerbal alarm clock down. Coming up to 500 DV left. Got 5,000 in that tank. My biggest problem next is slowing down. Now I did it for the satellite, and that's using the same basic delivery system here. And we had about 2,000 DV left. What I do need to look at is we can come across to here, we can focus the view, we can look down, and if necessary I can cancel the node if it comes down and gives me a decent intercept without messing it up too much. So we're just watching that. Eeloo's tiny, its gravitational pull is tiny. I said the biggest problem is slowing down. Got a fly buzzing around me. The warm weather brought out little fruit flies. Getting there. According to this, we've got about 100 DV. It's coming down, and now it's going back up again. All right, let's go abort that. And I want to remove all nodes. What I've done is the errors have come to a point where it's completely missed where it was going for, but it's in the right direction, he says. I want to go back to where we were. What I'm going to do is I want to put a, don't know if I want to do it here or once we leave the sphere of influence of Kerbal, but we can add a maneuver node, come back out here. Oh, look at that, that's a huge waste of fuel. Why has it gone out so far? Oh, that's ridiculous. Right, well that just means I might have messed this up because we're going to be going so fast. A focus view, and I want to pull on these, make sure we get around counter again. So come around to the maneuver. Come on, can maneuver. There we go. And I want to come. That's the wrong direction. So this is totally different to how it messed up this morning. Do that and go forward, down a bit. So that's 1,000 DV just to get that. And there's our encounter. So let's burn that. Create. Execute next node. And then I'll tweak our encounter when we get there. But out of a 4,000 DV. Plus I've got whatever, because it doesn't show me what DV I've got in here. Now whether it doesn't look at this as being as part of this. You know, I go that, it doesn't say there's anything different to it. But, alright, back to map view. Focus in on this. Actually, that's not bad. 64 million. Want to perhaps be an equatorial orbit, but that satellite is the comms satellite I put up earlier, today. Hello, viewer. This is a 5-minute burn time again, so let's go for a physics warp. Problems with nuclear engines, they are very slow. But there's no way I'll get 400 dV out of 2 tanks like that with a normal engine. 400? 4,000. What did I say? So for those of you who are not caught up with what I'm doing, go to Eeloo. This is a science probe. If I open this, you can see it's packed full of science. There's about 4 goos on board. There's a bunch of this. I've got the carbonite mod attached, so I've got some carbonite hunting stuff, even though I'm not really planning on using carbonite out there. I just wonder if I'm going to get any science for it. I've also got the keythane mod attached, so we're going to hunt for some keythane, as well as the normal things like gravioli and seismicmometers and what else? Oh yeah, the old thermometer and pressure. And up on this side I've got the atmospheric detector-y, sciencey thing as well. So there's all those bits there. And if you want to care to check out the rest of the stream, you'll find that I have had a whole problems trying to get this thing to attach to this thing in a way it'll release this engine plate. Even though it's the easiest way to attach 4 of these Xenon engines on here, it doesn't like this engine plate. And then attaching it onto here, you thought would be easy, but it's not. Anyway, that's where we are. And that's my my periapsis. And I'm just going to check, see how much. Oh, too far. Come back. Now, as you can see, in order to circularize, it's taking me 5,000 dV, and I've only got 3. But what it doesn't seem to take into account is the dV I've got in the Xenon engines, and I don't know how much I've got on that off the top of my head. I think it's about 3,000 or 4,000 dV. So theoretically, I ought to be able to come in here, burn this little lot, ditch the main. So I thought I was going to come in here with lots of excess, but I haven't. Part of that is because I've really struggled to get to Eeloo using Maneuver Planner rather than doing it by eye. Should have done it by eye, but wanted to use a Maneuver Planner. It's supposed to make life easy, isn't it? Mechjeb is. But yeah, something's not set right. So that's what I'm going to do. We are going to execute the next node. Execute the next node. Execute the next node. And again, that's a 13-minute burn time. Now, I don't know what thrust I'm going to get out of 4 Xenon engines. I haven't tested this. I've got HyperEdit installed. I could have done a quick model. We've got blub, 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 which means actually could do a gravity scan. It says we're going to get 40, but obviously not. Right, reset. So it says 40 here, but here it only says we're only going to get 18. And actually, if I transmit it, nothing. So yeah, forget that. All my mods giving me problems now. I don't really want to go into a orbit, but this is better than the trial I had this morning where I couldn't even get anywhere near the planet with the dV that I had. I think I set off with about 13,000 dV. That's 13,000 dV in a vacuum. And according to my map, Eeloo, I only need 7,260. So something's gone wrong somewhere. And as we get close, time to periapsis. It was about a 2-year span. 2-year travel period. Now I could have just set it up in Kerbal Alarm, except Kerbal Alarm seems to be playing me up as well. So we're just going to sit here and watch this. I know it's not the most exciting thing for you guys to watch, but obviously when I edit this and stick it back up on YouTube, I shall probably cut this bit out. Or we'll put it on a 10 times speed and put a bit of snazzy music over the top. But to be honest, watching a satellite icon, why is it flashing? Some sort of graphical glitch over there. Anyway. Now what I'm hoping is that the 4 Xenon engines at least have enough power for me to circularize before I reach the escape. But actually, if I get a chance, I'll just start the burn back here. Here we come. Right. Let's cancel that. So we've got 45 minutes to go to the node. Cancel, I said. There we go. 16 minutes to the node now. Oh, come on, just stop. It's because I'm still doing the node. Right, let's do a mystery goo observation. I'm only going to get 30 signs. Oh well. We'll do that. Gravity scan. Get a bit more science for that. We're burning retro here. I said I can go, because this is like a huge burn as well, we'll do this in physics warp. What it would do if you press the right keys. Like that. Isn't, I don't know. Well, that's 2 hours, so yeah, it's not going to be too bad. And obviously, the slower we are, the more effective we are, and the more curve we'll get in, and the more time we'll have before we start escaping. My little comm satellite there, doing its thing. Can't believe we're aiming for an orbit which goes outside the comm satellite. I hope I am going to have enough fuel to do all this. Otherwise, well, it's been a nice little simulation. I can go back to that saved program I've got. Signal strength 17%. I ought to rename that satellite there. Right, things are happening. Don't see my Eeloo escape point moving yet, but we are running out of fuel. I want to get it out of this. We're just basically going to undock, come off this node here, wind it up, see how much power I can get out of 4 Xenon drives, and hope I have enough fuel. If I don't, it's an easy fix. You know, the next one we send out here, which I may or may not broadcast, we'll just put an extra Xenon tank on, or we'll put just more fuel in this section. And I might have to hold this broadcast. Be a shame. I'll come back in a bit later. We're on the hour period. Come for a slow down in a minute. Coming to the end of that fuel. On fumes there. Right, so let's decouple. Nice and gentle. Just watch this aerial. Going to, what's this couple here? Oh, that's for that one. So I can yeah, the idea was to get rid of that as well and keep this as a fuel tank. That was the idea, but it's not going to work like that. So we'll decouple it. Can't decouple it because there's no probe on this, which wouldn't have worked anyway. Right, so we will switch to that one, and I have 5,000 dV on that. So let's just fire off those. Fire off the Xenon drives. Go retrograde. And yeah, let's put a maneuver node in really close to where we are. Quite quickly. Put that in there. Oh, no, okay, not that close. Put that in there. Add a maneuver. Go. Is that too far? Yeah, it is. Hang on. Come on. I want to. Come on. Just give us a 43-minute burn time. But I've got 2 days for that Eeloo escape, so that'll be fine. So let's do that. Let's do that. Add a maneuver. Retrograde burn. Come on. Too quick. So there's my circularization, roughly. And that will do. Right. Let's go. Execute next node. Burn time 19 minutes. Oh, that's not too bad. The electrical charge. Oh. We're going to come in here. Open this. That RTG is going, isn't it? Yeah, my thermonuclear generator is not keeping up with the demand. Solar panels might be a good idea. Okay, well, I'm just going to leave that running while I go and grab something to eat. And I don't know whether those will... I've got 2 days to... Let's close the doors again. So I'm going to leave that running. I'm not going to end the stream, and we shall come back and see how we do. We're going to run out of electric charge, but I'm hoping that the generator will charge up enough to at least keep the engines going and slow me down. There's only one way to find out. So I'll catch you all, guys. Thanks for watching. If you decide to sign off, I don't blame you. I say you can check back in the stream later, and kind of leave it on the map screen, see what the results are on that. We'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks. Bye. Have a bit of both. All right. Custard, please. All right, cream, please. Okay, that's not going to work. So, end the stream there. Thanks a lot for joining me. Catch you all in the next one.